Hi, my name's Zainaib, and over the past few years I've become more aware of the issue of climate change. I've made some changes in my own personal life to help tackle the issue. Like I've now got a reusable teacup, a refillable water bottle, and I also have a travel cutlery set. Some of the other changes in my life are that I've started going to protests and I've also become vegetarian. So why have I made all of these changes? Because the planet needs us to. In 2019, the popularity of protesting to help the planet was grown as more and more people became aware of the issue. The weekly Friday protests were introduced by Greta Thunberg.
People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money.
The 26th UN Climate Change Conference, or COP26, was to be held in Glasgow in November 2020. So I went on a journey to find out what people in Scotland were doing to help the planet.
I think it's just important to be aware of how you can actually give back to the earth.
The City Glasgow College is one of the biggest colleges in the country and probably one of the most prestigious in the country, but it's not sustainable.
And obviously, when you're working with a community, you have to start with yourself. So I had done energy efficiency measures with myself. I was back on a bike as an adult.
I'm currently studying at university, doing animal and conservation biology, and I'm hoping to use that to get a degree that allows me to do conservation work.
I've got two daughters. One is 5 and one is 8. So they're at primary school and nursery just now. And I can see that there's been a rapid acceleration of the effects of climate change.
Due to the coronavirus outbreak, a large part of the world is on lockdown. Streets are emptying and everyone is slowing down, with walking and cycling more and less need for cars and buses.
NASA has released some images of China in particular, showing that the pollution cloud that used to be over the country is currently dissipating, it's disappearing.
We've also got to remember that there's other ecosystems that we live with, and it's like there's a greater community of us all.
We are no longer using the car. Obviously, there's nowhere to go. We're not shopping, for leisure, a sort of pleasure or leisure activity. And we have started again in the garden, which we're lucky to have growing fruit and veg again.
I've been doing a lot of researches, and from all those researches, I realized of the impact that my food consumption has in the environment. That's why now I'm vegetarian.
I've started my own compost bin. I bought a water butt yesterday to collect kind of rainwater, and I planted up like a million things before Ramadan.
Although the streets are now empty and everyone has time to reconnect with the earth, there are questions about what will happen after the lockdown.
Obviously, we feel like this is a sort of press pause moment where there have been some benefits globally, air travel and so on being down, emissions being down, air quality improving, but it sadly feels like it's not likely to be sustained.
I think it's very important that we learn from the COVID-19 how the impact, and how much threatens our life, a health emergency, and climate change is another health emergency.
Some of the problems that climate change is having is changing the climate all around the world. Certain places are becoming more hot, certain places are getting more rain than normal.
My worry is that it will go back to normal, but it will be worse.
That at the moment, being eco-friendly and environmentally aware is a trend, and I think that it will go out of fashion